Hi guys, I'm back again. I haven't been on for a while. I haven't had a chance to do new videos. So I'm just jumping on today to do a Christmas tree. This is how I'm going to welcome our elves back into the house. Not in the Christmas spirit yet, but trying to get into it. I bought a ring light to try and get all professional. I haven't got a clue how to work it, so I'm just using it as a stand. I'll have to watch a tutorial on YouTube how you use them. So right, what I've started off with my base in my tree is 11-inch brown balloons. I've blew them up to 5.5 inches, but again, if you're not doing sizes, just judge it with your eye. And as I talk you through, we're going from big to small, but the bottom of your tree needs to be small. These are, I've blew up to 5.5 inch. Blew 4 up, all the same size, join in the middle and twist round. So that's the start of it. In the middle, to weight it down, I've inside of a balloon weight, I've cut the foil off, blew a balloon up big, opened it up and dropped the weight inside. Again, you can use stones or sand, but it's just basically just to weight it down, and I'm going to tie it into the middle. Just tie it a couple of times. Yeah, that's just to weight it down. So what I'll do is just move it a little bit so you can see me, but as I go up with the tree, you get to see it more. The next size balloons, again, brown again, and I've gone for 6.5 inch, so not that much difference, just a little bit more. Again, blew 4 up, tied them together, and then we're joining them in the middle and twisting them round. Yeah. Then we get your fishing wire. But again, if you haven't got fishing wire, you can use balloon ribbon, or you can use these 260Qs. They do the same job. So what I'm doing is getting my fishing wire, wrapping it around one balloon and join it to the middle. And this is going to be my tie point. And I'd knot it about 3 or 4 times, just so it's nice and tight. Yeah. Then, getting your other brown balloons, we're going to place them on top. This layer is going to slot into this layer. I find it easy to work onto a table, or some people like to work onto the floor. And then what we're doing is wrapping your fishing wire round the top balloon underneath to the bottom of the balloon, just doing it a couple of times on each one, always pulling tight back into the middle. So that's going to be the base of our tree. So as you can see, this one's not that much difference, but smaller to large. Then your next layer of your tree, obviously your tree is going to be green. I blew these up to 9 inch, but again, if you can do it by eye, if you do two balloon size. Blew 4 balloons up, tied them both together, joining in the middle and twisting round. So this, again, for a layer of our tree, just going to sit on top, and they all slot in together, as you can see, like that, like that. And then using your fishing wire, wrapping round one balloon onto the bottom layer. It's the same we do, always pull back to the middle tight. Just doing it a couple of times round. Nice and tight. The tighter you get it, the more firmer it is, because if you do it very loose, when you want to pick your balloons up, they're dead wobbly and they tend to fall apart. So just doing this a couple of times. So then my next layer, I've gone down in sizes. I've gone to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. But again, you're not doing sizes. You can just judge by eye. Just hold one balloon next to each other. But as long as your 4 balloons on the layer are all the same size. I've joined these already together, but as you've seen on the previous ones. So again, laying on top, Locking it in, wrapping it round a couple of times, always pulling back to the middle, nice and tight. Our Callum's not with me today, he's in his nan's, so when he finds out there's something to do without me, he'll probably go mad. The next layer, I'll just put on, as I said, we've gone 9, 8, 7, and then my next layer, 6. So we're just going down in sizes just to create a tree, so it's like pointy. I'm just doing this fast. But sometimes, only because I've been doing it for years, I've done it fast. Sometimes when you first start doing balloons, sometimes the fishing wire can slice them if you're doing it too fast. But if you're using balloon ribbon and balloon tie, it's fine. This is our last layer of the top of the tree. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drag my chair out because this is getting a little bit too tall for me. I'm just going to put this on the chair so you can do it. Get my arms on that one. Yeah, so this is the top of the tree. Wrap it round a couple of times. Always capture the one underneath and pull them back to the middle. I know it's hard to see because the fishing wire is invisible. Cut your fishing wire. And what I do so it doesn't all untangle is put a loop on my finger, wrap another piece of fishing wire under the balloon and bringing it back to the middle, and then just knot. Taking the loop off your finger and then just knot on there a couple of times so it doesn't unravel. Is everyone going crazy with all what's going on at the moment? I know I am. Hence my hairband, because my hair's a mess. Then just snip off your little bits of fishing wire that's left. Then for your top of your tree, I've just air filled a star with my hand pump. Just normal hand pump, slot it in the little valve and just pump it up till it's nice and firm. On mine, I've had vinyl printed and mine says way back, it's the opposite way around on the camera, COVID won't stop us. When you get your vinyl, it comes on like a piece of sticky and all you do is peel it off and then you rub it onto your balloon and then it just peels off. Sometimes it stays stuck on the paper, so you just have to do it a couple of times. But you can have the kids' names or whatever you want. I've put way back, COVID won't stop us. So to attach your star on the top of the tree, get one of your 260Qs and on the bottom just get it on the end of the foil and then roll it up and keep rolling it up in your fingers, rolling it up till you get to the top, and then get your 260Q. I always use my teeth as you've seen on previous videos, and then tie it twice, and then what we do is we're going to tie the star on the top of the tree. So what I do is I just slot down a couple of ones and then just knot it a few times. Yeah. And so because you want your base straight at the bottom, I'll do a little video on the floor at the end like I always do so you can see it in full length. But twist your star so it sits in the middle of the tree because your tree wants to be like a triangle shape. And on your tree, I'm just going to manoeuvre this back a little bit so you can see on our tree we want some baubles. So what I've done is I've blew 5-inch balloons up and I've blew them up to 3-inch, but again if you're just doing by eye. And I've gone with gold and red, but you can go with that whatever your colour you've done. What I've done is I've cut the 260Q in half and I've blue one side of each colour, and I've just tied them onto each end, and this just helps you wrap them round. And what you do is you just wrap it, and where you've got your slots in your tree, it just creates little baubles. So I've done 5 of each colour, but you can do as many as you want really. But just where your gaps are on your tree, and just keep working your way down your tree. I'm just going to put these in, so we've got them down the tree. Try and alternate the colours, but you can get, I've just gone with traditional red and gold, but you can go with whatever colour you want. I'm just going to put these in nice and quick. I've just been wrapping them in. Just where your gaps are, where you join your balloons, just wrap them round. You probably just want to have a little play. So I'd say one more there and my gaps are complete. I will get the gist of my positioning of my camera one day, perfect, yeah? So there's all your baubles going down the tree. And what I'm doing, because mine is to welcome the elves back, set this up here for you. I've got our elves, but Callum, if you're watching this, these aren't our elves. I've had to lend these off someone. Ours don't come back till Christmas. So what I'm going to do now, again, I've tied a 260Q to the elves' arms to attach them in. I'm just going to position them in the tree where I want them, and then just tie them around the baubles, and then you can just position them where you want. We have 2 naughty boy elves in our house, and we've got a baby girl. So we'll put the baby girl at the top because she's little. She was good last year, the baby girl. And we had the mum elf and the dad elf. That was because they come to look at the boys and girls. So they weren't too bad last year, but we've had them very naughty over the years. They've cut my eldest son's hair, they've wrapped our car, caused absolutely chaos. Our Callum hates them. He says they're naughty. He doesn't like them. He wants to send them away every year. What I'll do is, because I want this to go on the opposite side, I'm just going to swap the tying point on the arms, because I've tied them both on the same side, because I want him to sit there. So just tie that on, nice and simple, dead easy to do once you know how. Again, on the bio I will put the description of the balloons that you need, and again on eBay this year I've like the other characters, I've been selling the DIY packs, because if you don't want balloons, you don't want to buy big bags of balloons, so I've just been selling the DIY packs, and then you follow my YouTube video, and there we have our Christmas tree. And I'll do a little video in a minute of it complete on the floor like I normally do. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.